enjoy the show after the beep.
Everybody's a robot. I'm doing robot stuff. I'm gonna get on a spaceship and go robot. Robot stuff.
Everybody, welcome to the
Welcome
show.
to the show. That's the show you've been waiting to hear all morning.
Yeah. If you haven't listened to the show until right now,
Welcome.
welcome.
Thank you for joining
You're
us.
our favorite now.
You're our favorite one because you... What did you say?
You're our favorite now.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I'm okay with it.
Is that all right?
What are we talking about right now?
They're our favorite one right now.
Yes. You have some Allen wrenches sitting on your chair there. No, right here.
That's correct.
You looked away, and then you looked at me, and then said, that's correct. You didn't look at the Allen wrench.
Those are from the new chair.
Oh, happy.
Yeah, when it
I'm
was
sitting
given,
in a new chair.
When it was given, had Ellen.
Who's Allen? Is that your other co-host?
I went to pick up the chair, right? Mm-hmm. And I should have probably got a truck because I knew it wouldn't fit in my car. Mm-hmm. But I didn't get a truck.
I hate trucks.
But I got there and they were like, they couldn't find it. They couldn't find my
They
package.
couldn't find your chair?
Because they have 1 billion packages in there.
Where is this from? Hold on. Let's set the story up a little bit
It's
more.
from Value City Furniture.
Tim got a new chair
I got a new chair from
that I am sitting in.
Valuable
City.
City Furniture
Is
store.
Value City an actual city? Or is it
Yes. It's a
is it
city
a
in
nickname
Greece.
for a city? Like, you know how Cincinnati's like Queen City?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or the city of brotherly apples.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the city of apple love.
The Big Love.
The big love. One big love.
What city would be called Value City?
I don't know if that's a city anybody wants to live in.
No, I mean, I think it's the perfect city to live in.
Is
I mean,
it?
it's going to be, I mean, you can get a lot of good stuff there, it sounds like.
I
do you
feel like
think?
it's misleading is what it is.
Value City.
Could
you get
be.
a lot of valuable time here.
Yeah, it's Value City.
Yeah.
This is Value City.
Or it's a city that's
Maybe-
about values.
Oh, that could be different.
It sounds like Salt Lake City, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay, I won't explain it.
I don't get it. But so I got there, and they were like, go drive around to the back, and then they'll take care of you. And I'm like, all right.
I never like when they say that.
Well, so I called ahead. It said to call ahead an hour before you go over. Mm-hmm. So I called, and then I was on hold for an hour. So I
hate that.
I just started driving when I called, and then I got there, and I was still on hold, and I was like, all right. So I came in, and they were like, oh, you're supposed to call ahead. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did. But nobody talked to me. They just kept saying that I was the next call. So,
yikes.
And they were like, well, that's okay. We're about to close our like, pickup
store down
stuff.
For good.
The pickup department's about to close, so I'm gonna call them and let them know that you're coming, because otherwise they might like head home for the day. And I'm like, yeah, well, please make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
because it's only 6 o'clock and your store doesn't close for another hour. So,
yeah,
it's not like I showed up 5 minutes before
That's a really weird
close.
thing, man.
Well, that's why they say to call ahead an hour before you're going to come get it. But I'm also like, also be here because the store's still open. Like whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, no, and also if you did call.
Yeah, I tried. I really did.
Yeah, you were on hold.
Yeah. So I went around to the back, and I got there, and they're like, man, we about left. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
I wish I could leave my job
sorry,
early.
I guess.
I wish I could just get up and leave before I'm supposed to go home.
Yeah. And the dude was like, yeah, man, today was like crazy busy. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure like right before Christmas you guys have a lot to do. And he was like, yeah, 3 people came to pick up stuff. And I was like, that's busy? You were here all day and you saw 3 people? That seems I don't know your job.
So what you're saying is you got the last chair that will ever be sold from there. Yeah. They won't be around. All right.
All right. That's fine. I'm sorry I'm bothering you, I guess. I don't know. But so they're like, well, let's find your chair. So they start looking around for it, and there are a shit ton of boxes in there. And so they're looking around for it for like 15 minutes, honestly. And then I start like kind of like looking from where I can see in the window, and I'm like, oh, it's literally right there, like right across from me. Like I could, if there wasn't a window here, I could like reach out and grab it. And I was like, hey guys, it's like right here.
And they were like, no, hold on.
They were like, hold on, we're checking this stuff. And I'm like, no, but I can see it. It's like right there. They're like, hold on, we're checking this stuff. So finally they stop checking what they're checking, I guess. And they come and they're like, oh, it's right here. I'm like, yes. Yes, it is. So they bring it out, and it's in this L-shaped box.
That's my favorite Nirvana song.
And so they bring it outside, and I've opened my trunk and gotten like moved stuff, and they're like, this isn't gonna like fit in your trunk with it closed, right? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And so they stick it in the trunk, and it's like all the way out and taking up all of the space where the trunk lid is open. So as soon as I'm like, thanks. And then they like walk inside, and as soon as they walk inside, I take it out and I cut the box open and pull the chair out and like take all of the pieces and flip them around and get it in the car, and it works fine. But but I was super worried that I like left parts in the parking lot, so I was like walking around like, I don't see anything. And there was like an apartment complex across from the back of this building.
Yes.
And there were people like on their balconies kind of like looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So
they're like, I think he's going to bomb that Value City Furniture.
Probably.
He made a chair bomb.
He made a chair. But it was all worth it because this chair is cool. And right now, I might keep the blanket on it because I kind of like it. But
it's nice.
The reason I have it there right now is because they gave me this furniture guard stuff that you're supposed to put on to make it protected more so that it lasts longer. And I'll probably do that. But you're supposed to like have it really clean before you do that. So I'm like, I don't want to get it dirty and then put the furniture guard on. but I've been too lazy to do it yet.
Yeah.
So I probably never will, but it's fine.
It's a nice fancy leather.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
It's a nice chair, Tim, and I'm congratulating you on your new chair.
And you know what they say about chairs? And so that's basically the only thing I did this week. What's up with you?
Well,
What's happening with you?
I killed a 90-year-old man. I killed a 42-year-old man. I killed a 13-year-old general of an army.
Did you do that?
I didn't do those, but I did kill a bird and a stone. I don't know how you kill a stone, but you do the thing with the bird and the stone.
Yeah,
Kill two birds with a stone. I didn't
Yeah.
kill another bird. I just killed the bird
one,
and the stone.
one bird, one stone.
Yeah, I killed them both, and then
Yeah.
and then
You know the legend of the bird and the stone, and you grab him by the head and you yank real hard,
Legend-
and then you're the king.
Legend of the Bird and the Stone, Breath of the Now.
There's a baby in a lake, and the baby's like, "Hey,
I love Baby Lake.
hey, Art. There's a bird in a stone, and you got to rip his head off."
Short for Arthur,
Yeah,
or just in general, they're just going, "Hey, Art."
Arthur Garfunkel, Artemis
Gardemus Fowl. All right, we're done. What have I done this week, Tim? Well,
12 minutes.
you already know what I've done this week. It's wedding stuff.
Yeah, you did.
Man, oh dog, oh man, oh dog.
How's the wedding stuff going?
Well-
is it stressful right now?
A little
Yeah,
bit. It's getting
yeah.
quicker and faster, nearer and slower.
Only faster.
I don't know if I should talk about any of it on the
I mean,
podcast.
that's fine.
I don't want to have
That's
this
been a
become,
big part of your life lately.
I
'cause
guess.
it's like
I just don't want this to become a wedding podcast. I wish I
No.
could separate. I wish I had content for the show. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't
We
have.
all-
I just
we all
bring.
do.
I bring myself. I don't bring anything else. I bring myself
Yeah.
and what I've been doing.
Same here, honestly. Can you guess what I'm holding between me and the mic right now?
I'll give you a hint. It's an Allen wrench.
That was a good hint.
So yes, I bought tuxedos. I added groomsmen. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm already telling you stuff you know.
I know
because
it.
you're a part of it.
But
But the audience
doesn't know.
The audience.
There's about
I don't like saying
there's
that.
about 5 people that don't know.
About 1,900,000 people in the world don't know.
That's all. The rest of them know.
1,900,000.
That's all of them. That's every person.
Oh yeah. So Merry Christmas to everyone once and for all. This is coming
And to all a good night.
to all tomorrow.
To all.
This will be airing 2 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Could we talk about that maybe? you
Yeah, we
think?
could talk about it. Maybe.
Maybe. I'm not buying any Christmas gifts
You don't have to.
because wow.
Somebody's
Because somebody's stopping me. I love the mask. Nobody stops me.
Nobody can stop me now.
It's right about now time.
My eyes are popping out right now.
Oh, okay. So, haven't bought Christmas gifts for no goddamn buddy because I've just been spending money on the damn wedding. But, we're not set because there's always just going to be fucking something that pops up.
Yeah.
Money wise for a wedding. But as of right now, we just have to get our rings and that's it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the rest is like covered. We have the money for everything. And then we probably need some more to have fun on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Because we have enough to have fun, but like if we want to do like, wow,
Yeah.
if we want to like, I don't know, go dolphin swimming in the desert.
That'd
Go
be
ahead.
fun.
You can't do that. You can't do that in Arizona.
Probably figure out a way.
I'm figuring it out right now. Arizona. You ever been?
No, I haven't.
What's the furthest west you've been? Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when we were in high school.
I don't remember when we were in high school.
Or maybe that was middle school. I think it was middle school.
That would have been middle school.
Yeah. I remember I was texting you in middle school.
Yeah.
Because I was in New Orleans for some reason. Oh, I was in New Orleans because I was going on a cruise. Isn't that nice? Yeah. And you were in Dallas, Texas. And I don't remember the context of why we were texting each other.
Yeah.
Do you know why we could have texted each other in 8th grade? What's a reason we could have texted each other in 8th grade? We were friends, I guess. I mean, besides that,
we were friends, I guess.
You were like, I thought we were friends.
I thought, I don't know specifically why we would have. I was also texting Maddie Nuxall a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I ran up a big phone bill that week. That trip is what convinced my dad to finally give me unlimited texting.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, you spent a lot of money.
And you were like, well, I am 14 in the year of our Lord.
I'm 6'4".
2014.
I'm 64 years old, Dad.
Dad, will you love me when I'm 64?
I'm a lot older. I'm getting old.
Did you hear that Ringo Starr came out with Paul McCartney?
He came out as 64.
He came out. He's like, guys, I lied this whole time. I'm 64 years old. And everyone did the math and were really weirded out.
I'm a little confused by what happened.
You were the craziest looking 3-year-old I've ever seen in my life.
What did you say he came out with about it? He came out with it.
He came out with Paul McCartney on a tour.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he did drums while he sang, and they did a couple things.
That's hot.
I think it was Paul McCartney's Get Out tour.
Paul,
no, it's not Get Out. I think it's Got Back is what it's called.
Paul McCartney's Got Back.
Like We Got Back.
Yeah.
We were saying to get back, but now we did that forever ago, so we got back.
McCartney's Got Back.
Okay. What do you think the next part of the show is?
Nobody has buns. Oh, yeah. Somebody has a robot sense of humor.
That was When I'm 64 by the Beatles.
Classic.
Rest in peace, all of them.
Rap.
Do you think you're going to cry when Paul McCartney dies?
No.
All right.
But I don't cry much.
I guess. That wouldn't make you cry?
No.
What's that going to do, though?
What could make me cry? No.
What could make you cry right now?
What's it going to do to me?
Yeah. Is it going to affect you for the day, you think?
I don't know.
Or are you going to treat it like every other celebrity death?
Probably that. Probably
really?
More of that.
Okay.
I mean, it's just they've been around a long time. Mm-hmm. They're old. Like, I think he's got some good years left. Mm-hmm. But you know,
supposedly
what is he?
healthy.
85, 86?
I think he's 64.
He's 9.
He's 9 years old.
Paul McCartney's a
he was born
strapping young 9-year-old.
I'll look it up.
I'm already looking it up. I'm already looking it up. Such an asshole. I said he was like 4 years older than he is. What a bitch I am.
Darn it.
But I think, I don't know, like, you know, it's funny about celebrity deaths. For me, when celebrities die, and I'm sad about it, it's usually because I'm like, man, I wish they were like in another movie or something. You know, it's like it's not really. Oh, man, I'm not really sad for them that they're dead.
I didn't want the Love Guru to be Mike Myers' last movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike Myers isn't dead. Spreading Mike Myers' dead rumors is good. You should do it more often.
Oh.
It kind of was his last movie, but not because
he died.
His career died after. But it's okay. You don't have to, I guess you probably haven't had like a celebrity death that has like the celebrity hasn't affected you in that kind of way.
I'll tell you what I was most recently sad about with celebrity deaths.
Was it a CEO?
It was. They weren't even dead. I thought that the two members of Daft Punk were dead.
Really?
I for some reason had in my head that they had died.
Wow.
Like a couple of years ago. And then I had to look it up and be like, oh, they're not dead.
You had a Nelson Mandela effect, but it was just you.
Yeah.
It was only you who thought that.
And so I've been listening to a lot of Daft Punk this last 2 weeks. And I was thinking how cool they would be to see in concert, which I won't be able to because they don't do stuff anymore.
Because they will die before then.
Because they just don't. They're not together anymore.
Oh, okay.
They broke up. He slept with my wife, and then I gave him permission, but so Daft slept with my wife, and Mr. Punk. Was like
he joined wrestling.
I'm a wrestler.
He's a wrestler now. He likes to go to sleep.
Yeah. PM Punk.
On a bad night, it's AM Punk. That's good. PM Punk is good. That's a good one.
But yeah. So I thought that they were dead, and I was sad about that. But I was mostly sad. I'm like, well, I'll never be able to see them in concert, and I'll still never be able to see them in concert probably. But I was like, oh, they're not dead.
Okay.
But I don't know. Most celebrity deaths haven't done much to me about it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
James Earl Jones is dead, right?
Yes, he just passed away.
I was sad about that one.
Yeah, he passed away a couple of months ago.
That one made me sad. Kevin Conroy made me sad. Kevin Conroy largely made me sad because Riley got me that cameo from him. And so I had like this, like a little bit of a more of a parasocial relationship with him than other people. And so when he died, I was like, oh man. You know,
you have a video of him talking to you specifically, and you're like, that's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Cameos are kind of cool.
They are.
That's a cool thing. That's a really nice thing that people do for others.
Well, and he does more with it than a lot of people did. He did more with it than a lot of people do, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But like a lot of them are just like, oh hey,
good morning,
what's up, Billy? Bye.
What's up, Billy? Don't forget to check out my new album coming out.
This dude talked for like 7 minutes.
Really?
It's a long video.
That's fucking awesome.
But do celebrity deaths affect you much? Or you?
I'm trying to think of ones that when James Earl Jones died, I was sad, but I was also I hate that I get like that because it's not fair to old people. It's really not fair that old. But I was like, he was old. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew his time was probably coming. But I like to just pay homage in a way. I'm like, I'm going to find something that I really like. And I watched his monologue. There's like on YouTube, there's him. I don't know if it's on Broadway, but I'm pretty sure he did it on Broadway. He was, if you know Fences, the book or the play or whatever. I saw his monologue from that and I was like, oh, he was so good.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I respect that. I like that you do that. Yeah.
Sometimes the one that affected me the most, I don't like saying I'm a fan of them because there's a lot of people who are fans but are kind of I don't want to be associated with them.
Oh, yeah.
If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was Norm Macdonald.
Oh yeah.
Norm Macdonald was he's a comedian.
Yeah.
He did Saturday Night Live.
A talented comedian.
Yes,
Very talented.
very good. And he was.
But I know what you mean.
Yes, he always told jokes. But I always liked him because I don't know. It didn't feel like he was doing it for any specific. Like he's like, I like dirty jokes. He just liked to do things that made people laugh and didn't care about how far it went if it was making people laugh genuinely. And Emma usually doesn't like that kind of humor anyway. But she'll laugh at the stuff that he does because it's all in good fun, I guess, is the best way. So that one sucked. And then also wrestler Bray Wyatt died. A couple years ago. Or no, I think it was last year. And I was like...
I remember Tia talking about that.
Yeah, that one fucked me up because I was like, oh, well, I liked him.
See, yeah, that's really understandable. I feel like...
he was young, too.
I feel like if I was really into wrestling, I would get that more too, you know.
He did the reason why that one. Oh, I just really he did really cool shit. He just did real fun stuff.
Yeah,
she probably showed you some of his stuff, right?
Yeah,
like
we watched
the horror mask
yeah.
and dude, he was fucking phenomenal. So that one didn't feel very good. So that one was like the only one that made me cry was the Bray Wyatt one because but it was when I heard the news. I got close, but then I started watching the matches. I was like, oh, that fucking sucks.
See,
we don't get to see those anymore?
That's fair. Sorry, we stepped into...
I passed by a bird playing an accordion.
We stepped into
my father.
An Italian restaurant for a second, and...
my oh my, pizza time.
But I can understand that more. I feel like I could be wrong. Maybe what'll happen when Paul McCartney passes beyond the veil.
It's what happens in Dark Souls.
Is I'll probably I'll probably end up watching like interviews and stuff of him and
that'll get you.
Yeah, and listening to music, and it probably will get me.
I was bringing it up because Emma also loves the Beatles.
Yeah,
and she also loves Paul because he is the best one.
He is the best one.
It's not really a competition, I don't think.
I know you saying that was like saying he's like clearly the best one, but it's funny to think about you saying like it's not. Like you're like he's the best one, and then you're like it's not a competition.
It's not a competition, Dalen. I don't know why you won't
why are you?
But it is to a lot of Beatles fans. It's a competition for sure.
Oh, definitely,
because they just want to talk about which ones. It's like, well, it's Paul. It's Paul.
Yeah, it's Paul.
And so she like gets, well, she's got stuff, but she gets nervous that she's gonna like read the news and find out that he's dead.
Oh yeah.
And so she has that kind of thing with it, and I'm like, well, I hate to break it to you, he's 82, and you know, don't be surprised in the next 10 years if it doesn't happen in the next 10 years. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We'll keep going.
It would be great.
We'll keep going.
Surprising.
If he's still playing on stage in 10 years,
that'd be wild.
You should knock it off, buddy.
Probably go to bed.
Go to bed. Go sit and wait.
She's gonna be all like, "I read the news today." Oh
Beatles
boy. Reference. Paul McCartney just won the war.
Paul McCartney fell inside of an octopus's garden. He fell inside of an octopus's garden.
I'd like to be.
That's what
I have to pee.
I love that song.
I great.
love octopuses. I feel like that's what everyone says, though.
That's why Abbey Road is such a fun time.
That's what everyone...
That's a great album.
Everyone says, I love Octopus's Garden, so they can give Ringo credit for something.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that he's a great drummer, they'll be like... like, I feel like I do that all the time where I'll be like, by the way, I love Octopus's Garden.
It's like saying you have a black friend.
Yeah. Ringo Starr is everyone's black friend. He gives you never mind. We're not going. We're not going any further with that.
Let's turn it around. Let's turn the ship around.
Let's Ringo Starr. But she was also worried about Ringo recently because he wasn't at certain events that would have been, so people were thinking that he was sick. And then he showed up on stage with Paul, and they did a thing. Okay. And so he's fine.
So that was after. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. But anyway, good old Beatle talk. You want to talk about the Beatles right now?
We could talk about the Beatles.
I don't know any of them personally.
I like
to Venus.
The Beatles.
I like to Beatles. Under the Beatles in an octopetals garden in the sheetle. In the sheetle. All right.
Bang bang.
Into the room. What does that mean? Like they break the door down or something? Oh, okay.
Twice.
They break it down and then it, I guess, rewinds.
Or they hit it twice and the second time they got through.
I think that's more like Tim, I think that's what it is.
That might be what it is. I think we've cracked the case. I've cracked the code. Oh God. Anybody get scared? Holy shit.
So you did a Christmas thing yesterday, didn't you?
I did a Christmas thing yesterday.
Did you get any
indeed.
gifts?
No.
Okay.
No.
We had a white elephant with family or something. Oh, yeah? That's what we do.
That can be fun. Can be. Emphasis on the can.
But because that side of the family doesn't like to steal or play the game White Elephant,
well, then that's not fun.
That's what everyone says. I hate that fucking game. I hate that game more than anything because there's a group of people who get so upset about people not stealing things. And it's like, just let people, if you want people to steal, don't play the damn game with people who don't want to steal. That's it.
Well, that's fair.
The way you solve it.
That's fair.
Or, well, my mom's got a different way. So to make it more interesting, she has like this set of dice you roll, and each thing on the dice is like, move it 2 to the right and 2 to the left. So you don't really have much choice. I mean, you can choose to steal or swap, or that's what you have. That's what you do.
Gotcha.
Right? And so we ended up with I rolled first, and there was one option on there that was like, or you can open your gift and you keep it the rest of the game. And I was like, oh, cool. So I did that. So I just got to watch.
Yeah.
It was fucking Rummy Cube. It was just a Rummy Cube. And I hate Rummy Cube.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you have it.
I hate Rummy Cube. Every time I played it, no, I'm not a fan. It's too much like I'm slow. Like, I can do the stuff that everyone else is doing. It's just going to take me a lot longer to do it.
That's understandable.
You know, so Rummy...
Because it can already take a long time with... Like, just everybody takes a long time already.
Yeah, everyone takes a real long time because they're like, what all does everyone have right now?
Yeah.
And then you're switching out numbers and tiles, or I don't even remember. Is it colors? I think it's colors.
It's like,
no, it's numbers.
Yeah, it's numbers and colors.
It's like card game.
Yeah.
It's a card game, but with fucking tiles.
Instead of suits, you have colors.
Yeah, that's right. So, it's a lot of that. And I mean, it's fine. The game's fine. It just takes me fucking forever to do it. So I hate playing it.
Yeah, that's understandable. I can understand why you would hate that.
And I hate that whenever I don't see something because there's a lot to look at, someone else sees it. I'm like, well, did I lose? Did I really lose that way? I guess I lost. Oh, well. Yeah. That's fine. So we got that. And Emma loves that game. So we'll probably play that. But, and then we also got a fucking a back massager for her.
Nice.
So
hell yeah.
Everyone, the game ended and everyone was kind of like just switching and trading amongst each other.
See, that's like my dad's family does that on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. We're not going to be there this year, but some years that has been really fun. More recently, not as much so for me because when I was younger, I knew more of the people there, but now it's like everybody's significant others are there, and I don't know them super well, and there are new kids and stuff, and I just don't know the group like I did when I was younger. Yeah, but it used to be like every year there would be a pretty even mix of really funny / bad gifts and really good gifts. Like it was like a pretty even like.
And now it's
this is stuff I would like to have, and this is stuff that I don't want but is funny. And that was always really fun. And there was a lot of stealing, and sometimes the stealing would result in like, I've stolen your really good thing, and now you have this really ridiculous thing. And it was great. Yeah, and that doesn't really happen so much anymore.
Because not everyone knows what everyone
people
wants.
Don't know people well enough to do that.
That's why that's why we play White Elephant every year now, because or Evil Santa, whatever. But that's why we play it, because no one knows what to get anymore. Yeah. So,
and they did it at our work party, but they did it in such the weirdest. Everything they do for the Christmas parties, it's super sweet and they're very nice. But they do stuff in the weirdest way. They like wanted to do White Elephant, but they didn't want us to have to buy gifts, so they bought the stuff.
All right,
but then like they bought stuff with specific people in mind. But those people don't end up with it because it's White Elephant. So it's like, why did you do that?
I don't know. That's ridiculous.
Either just buy us gifts and give them to us, or don't. But it was such an interesting thing.
That fucking reminds me. So now you're going to pick and choose what you'd rather have. Would you rather have that experience? And I'm going to tell you about my work had a White Elephant.
Oh, really?
Yes. It had a White Elephant. And
I wouldn't have suspected that of your work.
So because it's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Warehouse. Well, so it was just my group, kind of. It was like the PC rec area and the parts department and whatever else was overseen by our general manager or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That was about like 73, 77 people.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere in between in the 70s. About 70 people playing a game of White Elephant.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that like, oh, wow, too much? And they knew that. So they're like, all right. Again, they also bought all the gifts. Not really with anyone set in mind. Yeah. But like,
with that many people, you can't. Like,
yes, there's too many.
That's
fucking
crazy.
People. You don't know anyone. You don't know anyone. Anyway, they're like, so they came up with the idea. They draw a name out of a hat. They'd come up, pick a gift, unwrap it. Then that person draws a name, and that person gets a chance to either steal what they just opened or open a new gift.
Okay.
And if they choose to not steal that person's gift, they keep it. That's it. There's no going around stealing to make it go quicker.
Gotcha.
Right? It's still 70 fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to make that go very quick.
There's 100 people.
Yeah.
There's like 100
There's
people.
a million people there.
It feels like 100 people are in the fucking room.
Yeah.
You're counting to 100. There's that many people. It's crazy. It goes on forever.
Yeah.
No one was stealing. No one was stealing until I decided to steal, because I went up there. Someone unwrapped it was a little thing. It was like supposed to be like a floating ball or something like that. Yeah. I thought it was a fushigi.
Oh,
and so I was like, that's good content. I'm glad my name was just called. And I went to grab it, and I grabbed it, and everyone was like, oh my God, he stole, yay, whoa, yay, playing the game. And I looked at it, and I was like, that's not what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
But I was like, whatever, games, I'm fine. And then I was like probably the 20th person called, and there was so much waiting after, and it was really boring.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like a graduation.
Yeah, it really felt like graduation, and like not even though that went quicker.
Yeah, yeah,
that went quicker than this did, and not a lot of people were stealing. But I'm okay with that. If you're not that kind of person, you don't have to be.
Right.
It's also 70 fucking people in here. There's 100 people in there.
Yeah.
Shut up. Just fucking. It's fine. One of the higher ups that was in there was watching, like, it's supposed to be like a Christmas party. We're all having a good time or whatever.
Yeah.
As soon as the game is over, he comes in the middle, which is gross. We get over.
He was waiting a long time to do that.
He was holding it in the whole time. He was like, he had been rubbing it for like 100 minutes and just waiting to just go in the middle and just. Anyway, we got over how gross that was, and he's like, I did not like how this went. I did not like how this went.
Okay.
And we were all like, what?
Okay.
So he's like, everyone stand in a circle.
Okay.
By the way, there's a lot of cool gifts in there too that people got. Like,
yeah,
there was, I didn't realize this until later when I was describing it to my father yesterday. And he was like, so they were all like stuff you get from Best Buy. And I was like, oh, they didn't buy shit. They just got it all off of Best Buy's website or something. And just used that. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. They are all like tech related bullshit.
That makes sense.
So anyway, so there was like a Keurig though. There was like a heated blanket, a bunch of cool stuff.
Yeah, that would be nice.
They are good at getting like some nice things in there for people to get or have a chance to get. And an old lady got the Keurig, right? Like, and one of the oldest people who's worked there, she's very sweet. She got the Keurig. Everyone was happy for her. I'm gonna not say his name. Won't say his name.
We'll run it back.
We'll run that back. He gets in the middle and he's like, I did not like how that went. Everyone get in a circle. So we all get in a circle. He said, we're going to start here. And he's making this up on the spot. He's like, we're going to start somewhere in the circle and you get to choose. If you didn't like your gift, you can swap with someone.
Yeah.
And if you like it, you can move on. And that was that. So they start and that's it. And if you get your gift stolen, that's it. You don't get that. Like, there's no stealing back.
Right. So if you did your gift, you don't get to steal, but you can have it stolen from you. Is how that would work. Yeah.
Yes. Like,
cool.
in the way it was, like, if you decided at the front that you liked your gift, you didn't want to, right? He made you stay there.
Yeah.
And then they went around the circle, and like if someone was like, well, I don't like my gift, they go take that person's. They can't choose to they can't go like, oh, I don't like my gift.
Yeah, you just have what you got traded.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, well, this is even more fucked up than what happened.
Yeah.
You know? It's this is fucked up. And so the old lady who got the Keurig got it taken.
Of course.
By like a young little guy.
Some little
bitch. I was like, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You're a fucking asshole for doing that.
Yeah, like, you should probably feel bad.
Before, like in Evil Santa, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't really feel bad. That's the point of the game.
Right.
This is not that game anymore.
Right. Yeah.
This is just some guy's agenda, like going around stealing stuff. And it was awful. Obviously, you get to the end and everyone's like, I guess I like what I got.
Yeah.
I don't know. That everyone else is, this is stupid. And we figured out I think there was like a ploy by that guy because he wanted the Keurig, the guy who made up that game or whatever, which is like, that's like, what?
Yeah.
That's a rumor that someone was saying. I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't be surprised because it was just like, what? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That's so weird.
Yeah. And it was just a weird, like, I didn't like how that went. It's like, well, I don't care what you like.
Yeah.
And like, he wouldn't let us leave. I wanted to just go.
That's
be
so
like,
weird.
I just wanted to be like, no.
Yeah.
You can keep the gift.
You're welcome to do whatever you want. I'm going to go.
Fun fact, if you had told anyone in this room that we're not giving gifts here, guess what? We're not expecting that this is work.
Yeah.
We're at our job.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if it's that big of a deal that the game didn't go how you liked it, even though you probably had no, it was just, that was crazy.
Yeah, and that is crazy.
Obviously, in the circle, that took even longer because every person had to be like, well, they went around the circle seeing what everyone had.
Yeah.
70, 100 people, 300 people sitting in a room.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was a nightmare. So
that
would you
sucks.
rather have that?
No, I mean, what happened at ours? Like I said, I wasn't upset about any of what happened at ours.
Obviously, I know
it was nice. It was very nice what they did.
But I've come out of like White Elephant games like how you have before, where I was like, that was bad and it didn't need to happen. But
right.
Whatever. Right.
But
this one, I came out and I was like, what a waste of my fucking time. Right. And And I still have to meet prod that day. I still have to meet a quota for how much work I do that day.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
really?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's like, all right, now I'm just going to be rushing the last couple hours when I could have just been doing the work over the day.
See, that's the other thing that my favorite part about our company's Christmas party is we stop working at noon, and we hardly schedule anything for that day because we know we're not going to be working. Yep. And we stop working at noon, and then we just like hang out and like eat and play some silly games, and then we go home early.
Yeah,
and it's good.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was hoping would happen afterwards, is that it'd be like, you guys did a great job, go ahead and go home. But there's also like hundreds of other employees that are still in the building that don't have they had their party another day of the week or something like that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So it was just it was just a nightmare. And they do stuff like that all the time because they're like, well, this is a benefit of working here. We don't have to pay that much because we buy gifts for people. Even though, no, that's not what anyone cares about.
Yeah.
I love my PS5. If I got a raise or a PS5, I'd take the raise any day of the week.
Right.
Because I'd get more money and I'd be able to save a little bit more. And hey, I'd save a little bit more to buy myself a PS5.
Yeah.
Maybe I could afford to buy myself one.
Yeah. And then next year, after you already have the PS5, you're still making more money.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would have been, that's what I like personally. And if you don't want to do any of those, that's okay. That's what every other job does.
Yeah.
So it's not okay, but whatever.
It's fine.
What a fucking nightmare. What a fucking nightmare that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't have any friends I work with. So I'm sitting by myself just like
I don't have any friends.
I don't have any friends. I killed all my friends. Partied, Rancibident, and Dodged.
That last one was Dodged.
I don't have any clue what the first name I said was. You'll have to go back and listen, and I don't even think you'll be able to make it out in the real words.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh shit, I'm loud. Oh no. I'm so loud now. Christmas. It's Christmas time. We're doing Christmas time now. It's Christmas time. Basically, it's Christmas time.
We're gonna have to let you go. Talk to you next week. Goodbye.